Let's get right into it. Number 9. Own Saliva Disgust. Imagine taking a sip of water, but accidentally dribbling some down your chin. Inside your mouth, saliva is your best friend. It helps you taste food, keeps your teeth healthy, and basically runs a 24/7 cleaning service. But the second that same saliva escapes, your brain sounds the red alert. It's like your brain has a bouncer that goes, "Sorry, pal, once you're out, you can't come back in." Scientists think this is actually your brain's ancient security system at work. Back in the day, our ancestors who got grossed out by bodily fluids were less likely to get sick. Your brain doesn't care that it's your saliva. Once it's outside, it might as well be a complete stranger's as far as your brain is concerned. This reaction is so hardwired that it can actually make you feel physically sick. Your nose might wrinkle up. Your lip might curl. Think about it. You can happily swallow your own saliva all day long, but if you spit into a clean glass and try to drink it back, suddenly it's the most disgusting thing ever. Same exact fluid, totally different reaction. Your brain literally changes its entire opinion about the same exact fluid just because it crossed the lip barrier. Number 8. Displaced hair aversion. Your brain goes from, delicious, to burn everything in about half a second when you find a hair in your food, but you have no problem with the hair on your head. You might even run your fingers through it while eating without a second thought. Our brains are like super strict librarians about where things should be. Hair on head? Totally fine. Hair on plate? Code red emergency. Our brains developed this super dramatic ick response to anything that seems out of place. When you find a hair in your food, your mind starts playing detective. Where did it come from? How long has it been there? What else might be lurking? It's not just about food. Drain hair is way grosser than the hair in your brush. Same hair, different location, totally different reaction. Your brain has a strict map of where everything belongs. When something shows up in the wrong spot, all the alarm bells start ringing. A single clean hair probably won't hurt you, but try telling that to your brain when you're mid-bite and spot one floating in your soup. Number 7. Sink food revulsion. Ever reach into your sink and touch something wet and slimy? That instant feeling of, "You, get it off me," isn't just you being picky. It's actually your brain's ancient survival system kicking in. Throughout human history, the people who avoided touching gross, wet, decomposing stuff were the ones who didn't get sick and die. Our brains developed this super strong nope reaction to anything that feels like it might be rotting or contaminated. That's why even perfectly good food becomes instantly disgusting once it hits the sink drain. Your brain doesn't care that it was fine 5 minutes ago on your plate. Now it's wet, slimy, and mixed with whatever else is down there. To your survival instincts, that's basically a flashing red warning sign saying, "Danger, bacteria party in progress." The texture is a huge part of what makes it so gross. That mushy, undefined feeling when you accidentally touch it. Your brain literally can't tell if it's harmless pasta or something that could make you sick. And when your brain isn't sure, it defaults to better safe than sorry and hits you with a wave of disgust. Some people have it even worse. They get physically nauseous just thinking about wet food in the sink. It's like their brain's warning system is cranked up to maximum volume. Number 6. Wet sock horror. You're having the perfect day, sun is shining, birds are singing, and then splash, you step right into a puddle. You're wearing socks. Your brain immediately goes into full panic mode. That cold, squishy sensation starts creeping between your toes. It's like your foot is getting a tiny unwanted bath, with none of the relaxation. The fabric clings to your skin like a clingy ex who won't take the hint. Time seems to slow down when you're wearing a wet sock. That's because your brain is hyper-focused on that one awful sensation. Every squish step feels like an eternity of discomfort. Trying to dry them while they're still on your feet creates this weird, warm but still wet sensation that somehow feels even worse. Your brain literally cannot compute what's happening. Some people's brains are so grossed out by wet socks, they'll literally walk barefoot in the rain to avoid the sensation. Number 5. Trypophobia Response. Imagine looking at a perfectly normal honeycomb and suddenly feeling like your skin is crawling. That's trypophobia, a weird reaction to clusters of small holes or bumps. Scientists think this isn't just some random fear. Your brain might actually be trying to protect you from danger. Lots of dangerous creatures in nature have patterns that look similar to these clustered holes. The blue-ringed octopus with its deadly spotted pattern is a perfect example. Our ancient ancestors who freaked out at these patterns probably lived longer than those who didn't. It's like having a built-in alarm system from thousands of years ago. Your brain might also be trying to protect you from getting sick, as many nasty infections and skin conditions create similar patterns. So when you see something like a lotus pod and feel grossed out, that's your brain's ancient defense system kicking in. It's basically the world's oldest antivirus software, running on Caveman OS. Even people who don't have full-blown trypophobia still rate these images as uncomfortable to look at. It's like we all have a little bit of this response hardwired into our brains. Number 4. Aversive sound reactions. Your brain has a built-in nope button for specific sounds, like nails on a chalkboard that make your soul leave your body. Scientists found these sounds trigger the same part of your brain that handles fear and disgust. The amygdala goes into full panic mode when it hears these sounds. Your heart actually drops before racing, like you've just seen your browser history being shared with your family. These awful sounds usually hit between 2,000 and 5,000 hertz. That's exactly the range our ear canals are best at amplifying. It's like nature designed our ears to be perfect little torture chambers for these specific frequencies. Some scientists think this might be an ancient survival trick. These frequencies might have matched predator sounds or warning calls that could get our ancestors killed. Now it just makes us cringe when someone drags their fork across a plate. Just thinking about these sounds can make some people cringe. Your brain is so good at remembering that awful feeling, it can recreate it without any actual sound. So next time you hear that awful screech and feel your whole body revolt, remember your brain isn't broken. It's just being an overprotective parent from the Stone Age. Number 3. Misophonia. Imagine sitting in a quiet room when someone starts chewing their food. For people with misophonia, it's like their brain is being attacked by invisible ninjas. Their heart starts racing, their muscles tense up, and they feel an overwhelming urge to either run away or throw something at the source of the sound. It's not just chewing. Tapping, breathing, even the sound of someone whispering can set them off. These sounds aren't actually any louder to them than they are to anyone else. Their brain just decides to treat these normal sounds like mortal enemies. Scientists have found that when people with misophonia hear their trigger sounds, their brain's fight-or-flight response goes completely haywire. It's like their brain hits the panic button over someone drinking soup. Some people have to carry noise-canceling headphones everywhere. Imagine having to gear up like you're going into battle just to eat dinner with your family. Scientists think this condition might start in childhood, when the brain is still figuring out how to process sounds. It's like the brain's wiring gets crossed, and suddenly normal sounds become torture. The craziest part? There's no off switch. Once your brain decides a sound is evil, that's it. Every little sound is either a personal attack or the beginning of the apocalypse. Number 2. Contamination magical thinking. Imagine touching a doorknob at a busy train station. Your brain tells you everything you touch afterward is somehow infected with invisible grossness. Scientists did an experiment with pencils. They told people one pencil was contaminated and then touched it to another clean pencil. Then they touched that second pencil to a third pencil, and so on. Most people figured the contamination would get less and less with each touch. But some folks' brains were convinced the grossness stayed just as strong no matter how many pencils down the line. It's like their minds think contamination works like some kind of magic spell that never wears off, or like evil glitter that spreads everywhere and never goes away. Think about grocery shopping with this kind of thinking. That shopping cart handle becomes like a cursed object in your mind, and everything it touches becomes cursed too. Your brain starts seeing invisible contamination chains everywhere. It's like playing a twisted game of tag where everything that gets touched is permanently it. The weirdest part is this isn't some rare thing. Lots of people experience this to some degree. Your brain can literally make you feel grossed out by perfectly clean objects just because they once touched something you think was contaminated. It's like your mind creates its own horror movie about germs that never actually existed. Number 1. Self-other disgust bias. Imagine you're at the gym, working out next to someone who clearly skipped their morning shower. Their sweat smell hits you like a truck, and you feel your nose trying to escape your face. But when you get home and take off your own sweaty gym clothes, your brain barely registers your own funk. This is called self-other disgust bias, and it's your brain playing favorites with smells. Your brain basically has a VIP list for odors, and you're always on it. Scientists found that about 90% of people regularly sniff their own clothes or skin without even thinking about it. When it comes to other people's body odors, your brain goes into full alert mode. It's like having a picky bouncer in your nose who lets your own smells walk right in, but throws up red flags when someone else's scent tries to crash the party. You could be twice as stinky as the person next to you, but your brain will still be like, that's just us being us. Meanwhile, someone else's mild body odor might make you want to move to another continent. This isn't your brain being snobby. It's actually trying to protect you. Back in our caveman days, strange smells could mean danger or disease. so our brains evolved to be extra suspicious of unfamiliar body odors. Scientists actually measure this using something called the Body Odor Disgust Scale. The results consistently show that people rate other people's body odors as way more disgusting than their own, even when the odors are identical. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.